Did you got your guide down?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Is it on docket today or no?
It's on record.
It's off docket. Oh, what's the cost of? Good morning, Mr. Cherald.
Good morning.
Mr. Cherald, you're charged with, if I'm remembering correctly, it's terroristic threat. Did you get the cause number?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Mr. Cherald, you're charged with terroristic threat.
Right out of the gate, we're talking about a terroristic threat charge. That's no small matter. Up to a year in jail and thousands in fines. But notice how calm the judge is? He's laying out the stakes like it's just another Tuesday. Do you think defendants fully grasp the weight of these charges in the moment, or does it all blur together in court?
You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We have already done probable cause. I found probable cause to go forward with your case. We set a bond. He's made the bond or no?
Yes, he has.
You've made the bond.
Yes.
Okay. So I am entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection.
This is what's called a protective order. It's not just a piece of paper. It's legally binding. Break it, and you could be arrested on the spot. Here's a question. If you were told to stay 200 feet away from someone at all times, how would you even manage that in real life, especially if you live in the same town?
There's a court order that identifies Ms. Taylor as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand?
No.
They're not currently together now?
No.
Okay, great. So there's just no...
So,
I don't want to talk about the case.
no, it's not. She still like communicates with like my family and my friends. Like I don't even live here, and it's events coming like my best friend's wedding. I'm going to the wedding, but she's trying to come. So how do I have
Got to be careful, you know. You're not to have any contact with her, you know. This court
Sounds like she's using, I don't know if she knows there's a restraining or a protection
She
order.
is using. The officer was a personal friend, so that's why.
Okay, well,
So this merely says that you can't go to or near her residence, right, where she lives, where she works. Don't have any contact with her. The problem is that there's a lot of vindictive people in this life. You know, if you go to the same place that she is and you end up bumping into each other and she says something to you, you know, it's a recipe for disaster. So you have to be very careful. If you go to this wedding and she's there, it's like a ticking time bomb. So you need to be just very careful, because I don't know, you know, what kind of person she is. If she's that type of person, you got to be very careful, because there are a lot of people that will call them and say, hey, this happened, when it's just not true. And if it does, they issue the warrant, and then it's up to you now. You pick up another charge. So just be careful, you know. All I want is just you not to have any contact with her. Don't be in possession of weapons. As long as you can do that, we're cool. I'm going to waive your appearance, so you don't have to waste your time coming to court here as well. Just stay in touch with counsel, and he'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court here. So you don't have to come back and forth every single court date. Just stay in contact, and he'll let you know if and when you have to come back.
I appreciate it.
Do you have any questions?
I guess so.
You live in Baltimore, right? Okay. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat in the juror box. We'll get your bond conditions. I'll have you sign it, and after that, you're free to go. Okay? Mr. Ramon, you were charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything.
Okay, switch gears. Now we're in theft territory. The stolen items? About $150 worth of merchandise stuffed into a baby car seat. It may not sound like much, but legally, theft is theft. What do you think? Should punishment depend on the dollar amount stolen? Or is the principle what really matters?
You say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On April 9, 2025 in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched to a theft at Target. The officer arrived and made contact with loss prevention employees who stated they observed two Hispanic females, later identified as the defendant and co-defendant. They were in the store selecting merchandise and placing items in a shopping cart, specifically concealing some of the items in a baby car seat while one was pushing the cart. This defendant, was adding merchandise to the shopping cart. She removed the price tags from selected items. Meanwhile, the co-defendant walked through the makeup department, selected 3 items, and placed them in the baby car seat, along with other items they had previously chosen. The co-defendant then proceeded to the jewelry department, where she selected a purse, and both females then moved towards the front of the store, approaching the cash registers without making any pay for the items in the car seat, and exited the store. Without attempting to pay for the merchandise in the shopping cart that the co-defendant was pushing. The defendants were positively identified from previous AFI smoke shop photos, and the total value of the items taken was $150.98.
It's Walmart?
Target, Your Honor.
Target. Mr. Ramon, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to go to any Target for any reason. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail, no more PR bonds for you. I am also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact, hang out with, or be with Ms. Monsivai. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you're hanging out with her, likewise, you will end up in custody. If you don't have anyone to pony up $5,000 to $10,000 to get you out of jail, you will be stuck like Chuck in there until this case is over with. And I'm telling you, it'll take 9 months just to get, certain types of evidence. Do you understand? What do you do with yourself these days?
I stay home, taking care of my mom.
Did you graduate from high school? What are you going to do with the rest of your life, ma'am? If you need something to do, this is not the right way. That conviction will kill you because people know, you need something to do. When people have too much time on their hands, they become self-destructive, man. You need something to do, and now is the time for you to figure out what you're going to do with the rest of your life. You only have so much time. Before you know it, 5 years will pass. If you've done nothing, you're either going to, hanging out with the wrong crowd, you're reliant on a man. You need to be strong as a woman. Never rely on a man. Knowledge is power. We're going to work on that. Do you mind appointing her a lawyer? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll have you take your seat in the jury box. I'm going to find you a lawyer here, and then we'll figure out how we're going to go forward. Don't become a danger to our community. Don't hang around with the wrong people. They're just going to bring you down. You understand, man? Okay, come on.
This way. Go ahead and sign.
You're on bond for a theft, right?
Yes, sir.
I would put conditions on him. Literally, what is it? The next day you pick up another theft? I don't know. Let's do probable cause in the case. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
This is a huge red flag moment. He was already on bond for theft, and then he picked up another theft charge almost immediately. Judges hate this. It screams, I can't follow the rules. If you were the judge, would you give him one more chance or lock him up to make the point?
Please.
Thank you, Judge. On April 14, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a Walmart for a theft call and made contact with a complaining witness, a loss prevention officer, who stated he observed the defendant conceal merchandise in their shopping bag and pass all points of sale without paying. The defendant was detained, and the merchandise was valued at $265.27.
Okay. Mr. Sanwick, so I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward on your new case. Because you picked up a case while you're on bond, all we did, we asked you to behave yourself. Don't pick up any new cases. I'm now going to revoke your bond on your first case. So on the first case, it's now at 5,002. And then I guess we'll just set you for whatever you want to see what we're going to do.
Yes, sir. So
Tell me.
now that all that's being said, the state and I have entered into an agreement for Mr. Sanwick to plead guilty to both of these theft cases, Judge, in a plea agreement.
Oh, I mean, that's what you want to do, I have no problem with it.
Yes, sir.
You have to understand, if you get out of here right now and you pick up a third theft case, what happens?
You won't see me again.
If I had one strand of hair, every time someone told me, man, I would have such
Me too. I swear to you. You have my word.
I don't care, your word. Right here. That's where your word means.
I'm sick. Yeah.
I'm just telling you, what happens if you pick up another one?
I won't.
A third is a felony offense and you're looking at years instead of days. Forewarned is fair warned. I'm happy to do whatever you want to do. If you want to, you absolutely have my blessing. The only problem is you pick up another one, it's a felony offense.
Okay.
You understand?
Sir, I do, Your Honor.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. I'm happy to do it. Okay?
So we've signed the plea
Oh,
paperwork,
you read it?
Judge.
Yeah, I had no idea.
So it is
Okay. Oops.
12 for 4 and 6 for 2.
Okay, so I didn't realize that we were doing this. Sorry.
No, Judge, I wanted to first bring him in front because he did need to be arraigned, Judge, and then I wanted to bring that matter to you, Judge.
So, Mr. Sanwick, like you have worked out a fast agreement now. You understand that probably not all the evidence is in. You have the opportunity to go through the evidence. Perhaps someone's wrong.
I'm sorry.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your
You
Honor.
need to understand that by pleading guilty to both of these theft cases, they will go on your record. They're going to be there for the rest of your life. They're even there after you die. So if you run right back to Walmart and then you pick up a pack of gum and put it in your trousers, what happens? Do you know how many cameras they have in Walmart?
I do not.
Do you know that they have facial recognition software so that every time your happy butt walks in there, it's going to directly ping on your face so they know it's you? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to test on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty to these offenses that will go on your record, they'll be there for the rest of your life.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is what you want to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to plead guilty, not knowing that not all the evidence is in, that it, something could come in that it, gets you off.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. How do you plead to both theft cases? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
On both of the theft cases, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. On your first case, it's 6 days in jail with credit for
It's 12 for 4 and 6 for 2.
2 days credit. On your other case, it's 12 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you've done. You sure you want to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir.
Sure.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Judge. All right. Yeah, we're looking.
This is to be probated for 15 months. As part of this agreement, you will do a DWI repeat offender education class. You will do 2 victim impact panels. You will do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see.
Here's where the judge gets real. A second DWI at a young age is a ticking time bomb for someone's future. Notice how the judge uses almost parental language. Knowledge is power. Don't rely on anyone. He's not just sentencing. He's trying to change the guy's mindset. Do you think tough love in court actually works? Or does it just go in one ear and out the other?
What other conditions you need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. Including substance abuse treatment. No drugs, alcohol, no breath test refusal. If you are pulled over while on this probation and an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it while you're on this probation. 40 hours of community service. Do you have any children, sir? Do you have any children? $100 one-time donation to the Houston Food Bank, 3 days in Harris County Jail as a condition to begin May 9th. You are way too young to have 2 DWIs going on your record now. This is a damn shame. And the reason is because you will probably be driving for the next 50 years. The problem is that are you going to remember this in 20 years? Are you going to remember this in 30 years? Look at me. What happens if you pick up another DWI? No. No. Prison. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary if you ever pick up another DWI. And you don't have to be sloppy, falling down drunk. for you to get another one. Just the mere smell in and of itself, when they look at you and they look at your record, they're going to make assumptions. If it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck. Somehow I have to get a hold of your attention so that you understand that we mean business, that it's unacceptable for this to continue to happen. I'm now going to hit you with a surcharge of $4,500 that you will be required to pay. And if you don't pay it, every $100 that you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. Do you understand? We will give you a sufficient amount of time to pay, but if you start clowning, you pick up another case, you consume alcohol, if you pick up another DWI, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. We will have a hearing, and you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I hope that you don't pick up a felony, but the problem is that time heals wounds. In 30 years, you will have forgotten about this, but the law never forgets. So you go out on a date, you win the lottery, whatever. You understand?
Sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you are stuck with this until you're done, you complete it, or if it gets revoked. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
I'm guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. So the total fine that he will owe is the $4,500, and how much a court costs?
The 4,500 plus the 410. So
So-
4,910.
You will owe now $4,910. We will give you at least 2 years to pay. If you need more time to pay, we can give it to you. If you have
And here comes a hammer. License suspended for a year, mandatory ignition interlock, plus fine stacking up close to $5,000. That's life-changing money for most people. Let me ask you, if losing your license and paying thousands didn't stop someone from drinking and driving, what would?
any problems while you're on this probation, you can come back and talk to us. She's an extraordinary person, always willing to help. It's not about, the worst possible thing you can do is just take off. Issues come back, we can always work through anything. I am now required to suspend your license. I'm going to suspend it for 1 year. Do not drive. You understand? You get popped driving, it's not going to go well for you. You understand? Okay, man. Good luck.
Your Honor, one additional,
Yes.
I'm sorry, Judge. One additional thing.
Talk to me.
Mr. Hernandez has had a breathalyzer in his vehicle for the past 7 months. He's been in compliance the whole time. Does he have to keep that in the vehicle?
So I'm suspending his license, Joseph. I'm suspending it for a year. So what we'll do is we'll take it off now once he gets his portable device. He's got to get the portable device first.
All right.
Okay? You need to understand that every officer in this state knows that you're not allowed to drive unless you have an ignition interlock in your car. You get pulled over and you don't have an interlock in your car, they will arrest you and put you in jail. And then we file a motion to revoke. So don't attempt to drive. Find another way around. Do you understand? I know it's a hardship, but somehow, Mr. Hernandez, we got to get a hold of your attention. Look at the news. Every day someone dies in our county. Hopefully this is the last of it. Good luck. Waive all his fees as far as supervision. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good luck, Mr. Hernandez.